Hello everyone, welcome to Tython, New Jedi Order, part of SWRP, or Star Wars RP. There's various regions around Second Life that are under Star Wars roleplay, either of the SWRP type or ones of their own. I'd gone to a Star Wars sim like a year or two ago, and last time I'd gone to like what was essentially like a Sith planet. This time we're on a Jedi planet for sure here. In fact, we're on a pretty notable Jedi one. This one has a lot of history to it from the Old Republic, but I don't quite know offhand what it is post the movies, though. I think in the Legends continuity, which is now where all the most of the novels that were before the sequels trilogy, I think Tython still plays a pretty big part, but I don't know what it is currently in canon. But overall, I have to say right off the bat that this is a pretty good forest here, I have to say, because I'm not lagging out completely like I am in some of them. Like, that's one of the things I always look forward to, is seeing how the forests are made, because with forests you usually either have really high complexity going on with the trees, like the mesh have a lot of complexity. But this one actually is pretty nice. I'm not quite sure what's with the stone walls covering the transport ships, though. But here we can see the big Jedi Order building over that way. At the moment, nobody's on the sim. I usually like to try and come to these when there's nobody around, particularly roleplay sims. Yeah, as that way I don't really affect the function of them or whatever, just kind of wandering around. I usually try and make an avatar that kind of fits with them. Looks like we have some billboards up in the sky too. This place specifically said to have 300 meters in render distance, so that's what I'm doing. I also have the advanced lighting on, which it looks pretty nice. Looks like we have a split path here we can go on. You can see a lot of mushrooms about too, which is neat. I think there might be something off this way. Let's go ahead and take a look. Always worth going off the beaten path and seeing what those secrets you can find. Oh, looks like we have like troopers around. They even have like their own RPG score type things going on. Usually on these roleplay sims, there's a whole HUD system that you can use, and that probably would affect my what would happen if I went near those, I'm assuming, but since I'm not wearing a HUD, I'm not going to be affected by them regardless of what they do. That's neat. We have a nice little little star system thing here. I almost said solar system, but it's obviously not the solar system. Looks like it's a little like base camp, I guess, out here. Guess they're just waiting for some action. They're all in idle mode. Let's head on back up to the path here and continue along this way over here. I can see some ducks in the water, or at least one of them. Oh, no, there's two. Three. 3 ducks. And there's another duck over here. And over here, I spotted this earlier when I looked around this sim a little bit, and I'm not quite sure what this is. At first glance, I thought it was a memorial area, but I'm not actually sure. Oh, I do like the hovering crystals. We also have a nice fountain in the middle that also has a little red bird on it too. And a lot of them have these plaques here, and a lot of them seem quite similar to each other. The bottom word seems to be the same on each, I think. Oh, I guess not. This one is different. Okay, yeah, there's a couple of different ones, I guess. This one's very different since it's side by side instead of up and down. Yeah, a lot of them do have that last word as the same thing across them. So I'm assuming that's some sort of family. Looks like there's nothing... it looks like we're coming to a clearing here. It looks like we found a giant pedestal, it looks like. Something along those lines. Really nice little view out here towards the outer sim stuff. I always say outer sim stuff always makes it look a lot more immersive, especially if you have like mountains or something along those lines out there. The off-sim stuff has definitely become a lot more popular compared to how it was a couple of years ago. Oh, you touched the crystal and it makes a noise. Oh, I didn't know that. And we're back to the river where the troopers were, so I guess we're going to go ahead and head back to the path now. And this place has been here for a while. I have a tire... I probably had like 50 landmarks I have for places to go and look at, and this one was finally towards the bottom, so it's been there for quite a while. I want to say this has been here... I don't know, I think I picked this up... I think I picked this landmark up at one point from like Sci-Fi Con, perhaps. So definitely a number of years. But I'm always impressed when I see a roleplay sim that's been around for a couple of years, because a lot of them don't last many years. Like, a lot of them end up popping up and, you know, they kind of disappear within a year, but this one's definitely been around for a while. Oh, we got a little lounging spot here for fireplace in the middle. That's pretty neat. We're slowly making our way up towards that big Jedi building over there. Plenty of mushrooms along our path too. We've seen quite a few different types of mushrooms actually. Usually we saw the big single ones, but now we're definitely seeing clusters of them. And that's the way we just came from. So we have to head up this way towards the big garden. Another pedestal of some sort. This one almost looks like a sundial, I'd say. I don't know, I wonder if you could actually make a functioning sundial now with the new lighting system. Yeah, we made it into the big garden right outside of this area. Very beautiful setting. We also have seats all around it too, with the gardens also poking up along the half circle here. A lot of, looks like tulips or something on those lines here. Though a lot of it seems more of the jungle variety. Big old tree in the middle. And I like the little bit of, not sure exactly what they're called, but they're a type of flower at least. Like circling around it the entire way. I swear I know the name of those, but I'm not remembering it at the moment. That's a nice waterfall. It looks like we have a, well, it's either a player or an NPC up here. Let's see. Actually just had somebody IM me a couple moments ago. So there is at least one other person here. This actually looks to be, I'm assuming, an NPC. Yeah, they're an NPC. Okay. You can see all the different stat things you would have if you had the roleplay system here. It's another nice little waterfall. I don't actually want to go right off the waterfall there. I was thinking of it as a pathway for some reason. No, we'll go off it proper. And we have some statues about on the, I don't remember if there were statues on the way that we came in at, but there's at least some right here, and there's also some up there, but they're a lot bigger. Let's see if we can do a bit of a back zoom and see these ones here. Yeah, they're pretty nice. It's overall a pretty peaceful spot to lounge around in, honestly. Like, even if this wasn't a roleplay sim, this would make a really nice lounging around area. Alright, let's go ahead and hop up here and see. We got a machine here. Let's go ahead and hop up here and see this building finally that we've been seeing in the distance till now. Oh, I like the little glow bits up in the sky here. Like little fireflies glowing in and out. And it kind of looks neat with the stars up ahead too. Oh, there's the other person that's here, I think. Unless there's more here now. And we also have statues seemingly at every corner point here. Different ones, probably different masters, I assume. Okay, it looks like this corner actually doesn't have one. Huh. Oh wait, it was there. I guess the pillar must have been blocking the view of it before. And that person there that's sitting there is actually the owner of the sim. Well, that's a nice little view of the river down below. You can see a little bit more of the gardening area too here. Yeah, it looks like there's a bit of like a whirlwind of leaves, I think, down there too. Just nice little added effects. Okay, we have an experience that teleports us to another area that's the entire inside, it looks like. Which actually makes sense, to be honest, because it saves you on having lag if you have everything together. Thing's still loading up a bit, I guess. There we go. That actually looks pretty neat. It's all texturized up. That has a lot of faces to it. Not actually sure how many there are. Maybe something like 10 or 12. Alright, let's go ahead and start on this bottom floor here and take a look around. Looks like we have holograms of famous Jedi throughout the times here. Some of them from the movie, some of them from the games, and some of them presumably from like the novels too, I'm assuming. Let's see if we can get this door open. I'm not quite sure. There we go. Looks to be a dojo, actually. Huh. And some neat little statues along the sides here, too. I guess it makes sense that you train on something a little less dangerous than a lightsaber right off the bat. Probably with a training sword or something on those lines in there. Or just general training anyways, because you don't really need to use a lightsaber the entire time. Just for training. Not seeing anything in there. Might be a res room, but I'm not quite sure. Plenty of pictures, it looks like, here, too. It looks like this might be like a garden of sorts, or maybe like a science area. I'm not quite... Oh, that's neat. Can't say I've ever seen something like this before. That's actually pretty cool. I don't see, like, particles used that way. Okay, yeah, it looks to be the science room. Maybe that's one of the mushrooms from outside. We have a couple of bonsai trees. Looks like a maybe broken speeder. And a bunch of different bits of machinery and tools on this table, it looks like. Alright, I see two doors down this way. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one first. Oh, it just opened right up. This actually looks to be like a cafeteria of some sort. Yeah, it looks like to be that way. See if this one opens. Yep, it does. Okay. Looks to be a cargo area. Got some little flying machines, I guess, moving things around in here. Which that's actually neat because they actually are moving cargo around in here. That's something I haven't seen before, I don't think. Like, normally you don't see things have this type of interaction going on. This looks like maybe a podium room? Somewhere for like a meeting, perhaps? Something's going on. Oh, it is one of those, like, res type rooms. I've seen this before in some places, especially like with roleplay sims, where basically you can have everything packed up whenever you want it to be, and then have it resed out by way of like a HUD system, or having like a button nearby, which I see a button on the wall now that I look at it. Looks like we managed to get out this way. Oh, there's somebody here now. Another person. Okay, we got the out-of-character titler on now. Now that we're having people definitely showing up on the sim now, it makes more sense to have that on. Looks like we're heading into the medical wing. Even have like the sitting areas too. Like there's a good bit of attention to detail here that you don't think about with a lot of places like this. Looks like another NPC Jedi here. Gets these down for the count. HP tick 7 out of 45, so I guess he's not doing too good. Yeah, what I was saying before is that there's a lot of little details that that some places don't put in, like the fact that the area outside of a med bay would actually be like a waiting room type thing. So I'm happy to see that attention to detail. Another picture here. This one... I hear things rising up. I'm not actually sure if that's an automated system or if that's somebody clicking on it, to be honest. I guess these would be for, I'm assuming these would be like tanks for emergency stasis, something along those lines, like to hold you in place if you're having a medical emergency and you can't be thrown into the med bay right away, or something along those lines, or maybe it's something to meditate in. I'm assuming it's probably for medical emergencies, though. This looks like more of a... Perhaps it's more like a rec room? I'm not quite sure. There's a few things here that look like it might be for, like... I don't know, maybe you kick that thing right there, and you, like, toss around the ball with the force, that type of thing. Training room. Alright, we made it into the prison area. And I was just told you can actually make the prison cells bring down their, like, hologram cages with the press of a button. Like, I call it hologram because I don't have a better word for it, but it's like an energy grid, I guess, as a cell. Energy cage. Okay, so I was not very far off of calling it an energy grid. Okay, so I think we're about ready to head up towards the upper floors now, I think. Maybe one more room, I think, and then we're probably back out in the main room. Yeah, this looks like another meeting room. Oh, my voice is cracking a little bit. Yeah, I think that's everything on the bottom floor, so let's go ahead and head up to the upper floor now. Let's see what's going on up there. I'm assuming there's probably another 2 hallways to go through up here. There also looks to be a middle door, which I'm assuming is probably like the Jedi Council room. That's a nice ceiling light. Looks like we're heading towards a library, it looks like, but there seems to be a side path, so let's go ahead and take that first. Alright, this actually looks like a rental area, like renting rooms. So I think we'll go ahead and just leave this area alone, since it's presumably player rooms. I guess this would be the Padawan area, maybe? And then you have the Masters in the front, maybe? That's what I'm assuming from the what the pictures, tilers are. Yeah, it is a library. Very nice looking one, too. Because it's no longer just books, it's like hologram books. I see something out there. It looks like a, well, it's purple in color, whatever it is. Oh, it looks to be a portal, perhaps. There's a portal up there, it looks like. Maybe that's worth checking out. This does look like it has a working elevator, though, which is always neat to find. Usually most of them are just like teleporter elevators, but sometimes you do find the actual functioning ones. Yep, it looks to be a functioning one. Very nice. You can see many of the floors up here. Different species, it looks like. Looks like we have a, I don't know if they're like a cyborg or perhaps a robot. This is apparently a portal to a planet called Lorcat. Or I guess Larasan. I'm assuming it's probably another Star Wars RP area, which maybe we'll get to someday. We'll go ahead and head back down the elevator now. It's a pretty neat little library, though, I have to say. Just kind of a neat idea overall with the whole sci-fi idea of having like holotapes instead of actual books. Multi-purpose room. So I guess there's probably different things that can happen in here. Another res type room, I'm assuming. This might be another way to rental houses, let's see. Yeah, it looks like another hallway of rental rooms. So we'll go ahead and make our way back out there. I think the only thing we have left to look for is the, that main door. So let's go ahead and see what's beyond it. I'm pretty sure it's the Jedi Council room. Yep, I'm pretty sure this is the Jedi Council room. Here it is. Yep. Very nice indeed. Oh, I think it's changing again. Let's see. Move out of the way here. There we go. This looks like it's a podium type of thing again. Or maybe it's for like maybe it's for like a court, I would almost think. You would think you have like a bunch of people up here and then have like someone down there as like a court affair. Oh, this is neat too. It definitely changed the lighting in here. I'm not actually sure what this room's purpose would be though. Would this be more of a ceremony type of setup?
End simulation.
There we go, and there it goes, shutting down. That's pretty neat though, having 3 different types of room like that in one. But with that, I believe that ends our trip here to Tython. A very nice role-playing planet. Definitely come take a look. I believe just web searching Tython should bring you to it. So see you guys next time.